Page 3, paragraph page 139. Last headword was shorter than, new word type of lesson. Okay, so let's start with our revision. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. What can we use instead of many and much? What can we use instead of many and much? We can use
We can use instead of
a lot of
a lot of
instead of many and
instead
much.
of many and much.
Very good. Are there a lot of people in a small village? Are there a lot of people in a small village? No, there aren't
No,
a
there
lot
aren't
of
a
people
lot of people
in a small village.
in the small village.
There are few people
There are few people in
in
the
a
small
small.
village.
Very good. Do you think? Do the English drink a lot of coffee? Do the English drink a lot of coffee? No, the
No,
English
the
don't drink
English don't
a
drink
lot of
a lot of
coffee.
coffee.
They drink a lot
They
of
drink
tea.
a lot of tea.
Very good. Do you like to see a room with a lot of flowers in it? Do you like to see a room with a lot of flowers in it? Yes or no?
Uh, no,
I
I don't
don't like to see a
like
room
to see a
with
room
a lot
in
of
with
flowers
a
in it.
lot of flowers in it.
Very good. Do you put a lot of butter on your bread? Do you put a lot of butter on your bread? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I put
put a lot of butter.
a lot of butter on my bread.
Very good. Do we use our mouths for both eating and speaking? Do we use our mouths for both eating and speaking? Yes, we use
Yes,
our
we
mouths
use
for
our
both
mouths
eating and
both
speaking.
eating and speaking.
Can you speak both Chinese and Japanese? Can you speak both Chinese and Japanese? No, I can't
No,
speak
I
both
can't speak
Chinese
both
and
Chinese
Japanese.
and
I
Japanese.
speak
I
only
speak
Japanese.
only Japanese.
Very good. Do you go to the cinema a lot? Do you go to the cinema a lot? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I
go to the cinema a lot.
Do you read a lot? Do you read a lot? Yes or no?
No, I don't read a lot.
Do you eat a lot? Do you eat a lot? Yes or no?
No, I don't eat a
A
lot.
lot. Very good. Does does she eat a lot? Does she eat a lot? Yes or no?
Yes,
He eats a lot.
she eats a lot.
Do you use your mobile phone a lot? Do you use your mobile phone a lot? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I
use
use
a mobile.
what?
I
Yes, I use my mobile
I
phone a
use
lot.
my mobile phone a lot.
Very good. Do you want anything to eat at the moment? Do you want anything to eat at the moment? Yes or no?
No,
I
I don't
don't want
eat.
I don't want
I don't
anything
want to. I don't want anything
to eat
to
at the
eat
moment.
at the moment.
Very good. If she wants something to eat, where must she go? If she wants something to eat, where must she go? If she wants something
If
to
she
eat,
wants something to
she
eat,
must go either
if
home.
we want to
She
go,
she must go
she must go
either home or
either
to a
home
restaurant.
or to a restaurant.
Very good. Do you want anything to drink at the moment? Do you want anything to drink at the moment? Yes or no?
Yes,
I want
I
something
want
to drink
something to
at
drink
the
at the
moment.
moment.
Very good. If he wants something to drink, where must he go? If he wants something to drink, where must he go? If he wants
If he
something to
wants
drink,
something to drink,
he must go
he
home
must go home
or
or
to a bar
go to a bar
or a pub.
or to a pub.
Very good. Okay. If we want to eat in a restaurant, about how much money must you have? If you want to eat in a restaurant, about how much money must you have? If I want to eat
If I want to eat
in a
some
restaurant,
the
I
restaurant,
must have about
I must have about 1,000
yeah,
yen.
very good. If you want to hear people speaking Chinese, which country must you go to? If you want to hear people speaking Chinese, which country must you go to? If I want to hear
If I want to
people
hear
speaking Chinese,
the Chinese,
I must go to.
I must go to China.
Very good. Okay, can you play the piano? Can you play the piano? Yes or no?
No, I
I
can't play the piano.
Can you play the football? Can you play football? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
can't
can't play
play football.
football.
Very good. What do we say to people about 6 a.m. to and 12 p.m.? What do we say to people between about 6 a.m. and 12 p.m.? We say good
We
morning to
say good
people
morning to people
between about 6
between about
a.m. and 12 p.m.
6 a.m. to
Uh,
12
one
p.m.
more. Between about 6
Between
a.m.
about 6
and
a.m.
12 p.m.
and 12 p.m.
Very good. Okay, what do we say to people between about 12 p.m. and 5 p.m.? What do we say to people between about 12 p.m. and 5 p.m.? We say good
We
afternoon
say
to
good
people
afternoon to
between
people
about
between
12
about
p.m. and
12
5
p.m.
p.m.
and 5 p.m.
And what do we say to people between about 5 p.m. and 10 p.m.? And what do we say to people between about 5 p.m. and 10 p.m.? We say good
Good,
evening to
we
people
say good evening to people
between about
about
5 p.m.
between about
and
5 p.m.
10 p.m.
to and 10 p.m.
Megan, and what do we say when we say goodbye after 10 p.m. Or when we go to bed? And what do we say when we say goodbye after 10 p.m. or when we go to bed? We say good night.
We say
When
good
we
night.
say goodbye,
When we
we
say
say
uh,
goodbye
do we say goodbye
after
when
10 p.m.
after
or when
10 p.m.
we go to bed.
or when we go to bed?
Greg, do you come here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night? Do you come here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night? I come here
And come
in the,
here in the afternoon,
not in the morning,
uh, not in the morning
in
or
the evening,
in the evening
or at night.
or at night.
Very good. One more. I come here in
I
the
come here in
afternoon,
the
not
afternoon,
in the morning,
not in
in
the
the
morning,
evening,
in the
or at night.
evening or at night.
Very good. Okay, next. What's this? What's this? It's a piece of paper.
It's a piece of paper.
Very good. Are there any pieces of paper on the table? Are there any pieces of paper on the table? Yes or no?
No,
There aren't any
there
pieces
aren't
of
any
paper
pieces
on
of
the table.
paper on the table.
About how many pieces of bread do you eat with your lunch? About how many pieces of bread do you eat with your lunch? I eat about
I eat about 4 pieces
of bread with my
of
lunch.
bread with my lunch.
Very good. What's the difference between a country and the country? What's the difference between a country and the country? The difference
The
between
difference
a
between
country
a
and the
country
country
and the
is
country
that
is that
a
we
country is a
a
nation,
country is a nation,
while the
whereas
country,
whereas the country
whereas the country
whereas the
is
country
the opposite of
is
the
the
town.
opposite of the town.
Very good. What's the name of your country? What's the name of your country? Japan is the name
Japan
of
is
my
a name
country.
of my country.
What's your nationality? What's your nationality? My nationality
My
is.
nationality is Japanese.
Very good. What nationality is Mr. Callan? What nationality is Mr. Callan? Mr. Callan
Mr.
is
Karan
British.
is British.
Very good. Okay, do you live in the country? Do you live in the country? Yes or no?
Yes, I live in the country.
Do most children live with their parents? Do most children live with their parents? Yes, most children
Yes,
live with their parents. Most
most
children
most children
live with their
live
parents.
with their parents.
Very good. Do you want to live for 100 years? Do you want to live for 100 years? Yes or no?
And no,
I
I
don't
don't want
want to live for a
to
hundred
live
years.
for 100 years.
Very good. Does gas smell pleasant? Does gas smell pleasant? No. Gas
No,
doesn't smell
gas
pleasant.
gas, gas doesn't smell
Pleasant.
pleasant.
It smells unpleasant.
It smells unpleasant.
Do flowers smell unpleasant? Do flowers smell unpleasant? No.
No,
Flowers don't smell
flowers don't
unpleasant.
smell unpleasant.
They smell pleasant.
They smell pleasant.
Where the most people think work is a pleasant thing. Do most people think work is a pleasant thing? No. Most
No,
people don't
most
think
people
work
don't
is a
think
pleasant
wo-
thing. Don't
don't
think
think
work
work
is a
don't
pleasant
think
thing.
work is a pleasant thing.
They think it's
They
an
think it's
unpleasant
an
thing.
unpleasant thing.
And one more. No, most people
No,
don't
no,
think
most
work
people
is
don't
a
think
pleasant
work
thing.
is a pleasant thing.
They think it's an
They think
unpleasant
it's
thing.
an, an unpleasant thing.
Very unpleasant.
Unpleasant,
Very good like this. Unpleasant thing.
unpleasant thing.
Very good. Is Paris an unpleasant city? Is Paris an unpleasant city? No, Paris
No,
isn't
the
an
Paris isn't
unpleasant city.
an unpleasant city.
It's a pleasant city.
It's a pleasant city.
Very good. What do we drink wine from? What do we drink wine from? We drink wine
We drink
from a
wine from
glass.
a glass.
Do we drink coffee from a glass? Do we drink coffee from a glass? No, we don't
No,
drink coffee
we don't drink coffee
from a
from
glass.
a
We
glass.
drink it from a
We
cup.
drink it from a cup.
Very good. Okay. Is the table longer than the room? Is the table longer than the room? No, the
No,
table
the
isn't
table
longer than the
isn't
room.
longer than the
It's
room.
shorter than the
It's
room.
shorter than the room.
Very good. Shorter than. Okay, so that's the end of our revision. Let's have new word.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Very fast. Okay, repeat. Higher than,
Higher than.
lower than.
Lower than.
Very good. Okay, listen. Higher than and lower than are adjectives. Higher than is the comparative of high. Lower than is the opposite of higher than and the comparative of low. For example, let's say the door is higher than the table, and the table is lower than the door. Okay, let's practice. Is the table higher than the door? Is the table higher than the door? No, the
No.
table isn't
The table
higher than the
isn't
door.
higher than the
It's
door.
lower than the
It's
door.
lower than the door.
Very good. Let's repeat. Larger than,
Larger than.
smaller than.
Smaller than.
Okay, very good. Okay, listen. Okay, larger than and smaller than are also adjectives. Larger than is the comparative of large. So larger than, a little bit larger. And smaller than is the opposite of larger than and the comparative of small. For example, a city is larger than a village. A village is smaller than a city. Okay, so let's practice. Is a village larger than a city? Is a village larger than a city? No, a
No.
village
A
isn't
village
larger than a
isn't
city.
larger than the city.
It's smaller than
It's
a city.
smaller than the city.
Very good. Let's repeat. The longest
The longest.
river,
River.
Nile,
Nile.
world.
World.
Very good. Okay, listen. The longest is an adjective. It is the superlative of long. River, Nile, and world are nouns. For example, the river Nile is in Egypt. It is the longest river in the world. We live in the world. Okay, let's practice. Which is the longest street in your town? Which is the longest street in your town? Let's say ABC Street
In ABC
is
Street
the longest
is
street
the
in
longest
my
street
town.
in my town.
Which is the longest river in the world? Which is the longest river in the world? The Niles, the
The Nile
longest
is
river
the
in
longest
the
river
world.
in the world.
Very good. Let's repeat. The highest
The highest
mountain,
mountain.
Everest.
Everest.
Mount.
Mount.
Okay, and the last abbreviation is also read as Mount. Okay, listen. The highest is an adjective. It is the superlative of high. Mountain is a noun. The word mount is used as part of the name of a mountain. When we write the word mount, we just put MT, like Mount Fuji. And also, like, instead of putting mountain Everest, we say Mount Everest. Okay, so one fact is Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Let's practice. Which is the highest mountain in the world? Which is the highest mountain in the world? Mount Everest
Mountain.
is the highest
Mount
mountain
Everest is the highest
in the world.
mountain in the world.
Very good. Next, repeat. The largest.
The largest.
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Very good. Okay, listen. The largest is an adjective. It is the superlative of large. For example, Tokyo is the largest city in Japan. Okay, let's practice. Which is the largest city in Japan? Which is the largest city in Japan? Tokyo, the
Tokyo is
largest
the
city
largest
in
city
Japan.
in Japan.
Very good. Let's repeat. Date.
Date.
Very good. Okay, listen. Date. The word date is a noun. It is a numbered days in a year. For example, the date today is the 1st of August, 2023. I have to look at my calendar. Okay, very good. Let's practice. What's the date today? What's the date today? Oh, the date today
The date
is the
today
2nd
is the
of
2nd
August,
of August,
2023.
2023.
Very good. What was the date yesterday? What was the date yesterday? The date
The
yesterday
day
was the
yesterday
1st of August,
was the 1st of August,
2023.
2023.
Very good. What will the date tomorrow be? What will the date tomorrow be? The date tomorrow
The
will
tomorrow
be the
will
3rd
be
of
the
August,
3rd August
20,
in 20, 2023.
2023, or also 2023 is correct. Very good. Next, repeat. Light,
Light,
heavy.
heavy.
Very good. Okay, listen. Light and heavy are both adjectives. For example, the table is large. It's heavy. Light is the opposite of heavy. For example, this piece of paper is light. It's not heavy. Okay, let's practice. Is the table light? Is the table light? No, the table
No, the
isn't light.
table isn't light.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Right? Is this piece of paper heavier than the table? Is this piece of paper heavier than the table? No, that
No,
piece of
the
paper
piece of
isn't
paper
heavier
isn't
than the
heavy
table.
and heavier than the table.
It's lighter than the
It's
table.
lighter than the table.
Very good. Who's the lightest person in your family? Who's the lightest person in your family?
My mother is
Is the lightest person
the
in my
lightest
family.
person in my family.
Who's the heaviest person in your family? Who's the heaviest person in your family? My
My father is the
heaviest person
heaviest
in
person
my family.
in my family.
Yeah, it's always the daddy. Okay, very good. Okay, next repeat shop.
Sharp.
Very good. Okay, listen. Shop, the word shop is a noun, like a store, a shop. It is a place where we can buy things, a shop. For example, SM or SM Mall of Asia is the largest shop in my town. It's the biggest shopping mall in my town. Uniqlo's the largest shop in the next town. There are some shops in the street where I live. There are some stores where I live. Let's practice. Which is the largest shop in your town? Which is the largest shop in your town? Say,
Uh,
Ion Mall.
Ion Mall is the
I-
largest
Shop in my town.
shop in my town.
Are there any shops in the streets where you live? Are there any shops in the streets where you live? Yes or no?
Yes,
There are some
there are
shops
some shops
in the street where I
in
live.
the street where I live.
Very good. Next, repeat ball.
Ball.
Very good. Okay, listen. A ball is a noun. It is a round thing that is used in many games like football, tennis, etc. We can't play these games without a ball. Let's practice. What do we play football with? What do we play football with? We play football
We play
with a ball.
football with a ball.
Very good. Can we play tennis without a ball? Can we play tennis without a ball? No, we can't
No,
play
we can't
tennis
play the
without
tennis
a
without
ball.
a ball.
We must have a ball
We must have a
to
ball
play tennis.
to play tennis.
Very good. Next, repeat bedroom.
Bedroom.
Get up.
Get up.
Get up.
Get up.
Very good. Sleep.
Sleep.
Very good. Okay, listen. Bedroom is a noun. It is a room with a bed or beds in it. To sleep is to go to bed. For example, we sleep in the bed inside the bedroom. Get up is a phrasal verb. For example, I get up at 7 a.m. It means I get out of bed at 7 a.m. Okay, let's practice. What time do you go to bed at night? What time do you go to bed at night? I go to bed at.
I go to bed at 12, 12 a.m.
That's midnight. One more. I go to
I,
bed at
I
12
go to
a.m.
bed at
midnight.
12 a.m. midnight.
Yeah, that's already morning. Okay, next. What time what time do you get up in the morning? What time do you get up in the morning? I get up
I get up at 7 a.m.
at 7
in
o'clock
the
in the morning.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Very good. How long do you sleep at night? How long do you sleep at night? I sleep
I
about
sleep at about 7
hours
hours
at night.
at, at night.
Well, what colors are the walls of your bedroom? What colors are the walls of your bedroom? The walls of my
The
bedroom
walls of
are.
my bedroom are white.
Well, are you the first to get up in your family? Are you the first to get up in your family? Yes or no?
No,
I'm not the first
I'm
to
not the
get up
first
in my
to
family.
get up in my family.
Very good. Do you sleep a lot? Do you sleep a lot? Yes or no?
And no, I
I
don't
don't
sleep
sleep
a
a
lot.
lot. Very good. Do you sleep longer than your parents? Do you sleep longer than your parents? Yes or no?
Uh, yes,
I
I sleep
sleep longer than my
longer
parents.
than my parents.
Very good. Okay, next. Repeat each.
Each.
Very good. Okay, here we go. Listen. Each. So, the word each can be used as an adjective. For example, I've got 8 fingers on both hands. I've got 4 fingers on each hand. We say each student is sitting and not each student are sitting. because the word each is singular. It means one. Okay, let's practice. How many fingers have I got on both hands? How many fingers have I got on both hands? You've got eight
You've
fingers
got eight
on
fingers
both hands.
on both hands.
How many fingers have I got on each hand? How many fingers have I got on each hand? You've got four
You have you've
fingers
you've got four
on
fingers
each hand.
on each hand.
Have we each got two eyes? Have we each got two eyes? Yes, we've
Yes,
each
you.
got.
We've got
What?
each.
One more. Yes, we've each
Yes,
got
we've each got
two eyes.
two eyes.
Very good. Do we say each student have a book or each student has a book? Do we say each student have a book or each student has a book? We say each
We
student
say
has a book.
each student has a book
Why? Why? Because the word
because
each
the
is
word
singular.
each is singular.
Has each student got two
Has
heads?
each
Has
student got
uh,
sorry.
nope. Well, has each student got two heads? No. Each student, okay? No. Each
No,
student
each student
hasn't got two
hasn't
heads.
got two
Each
heads.
student's only got
Each student
one
only got
head.
one head.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to our reading.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. So our reading is at stage 2, paragraph page
Okay.
77. Last headword was husband. Okay, let's start at paragraph page 78. The question is
Okay.
Mrs. Brown's husband standing behind the house?
Okay. Is Mrs. Brown's husband standing behind the house? No, Mrs. Brown's husband isn't standing behind the house. He's standing in front of the house. Mother, father, what's your mother's name? My mother's name is Aya. What's your father's name? My father's name is Hiroyuki. What's your father's wife's name? My father's wife's name is Aya. What's your mother's husband's name? My mother's husband's name is Hiroyuki. Child, children, only child. What the plural of child? The plural of child is children. Children.
Mhm.
How many children have your mother and father got? My mother and father have got two children. Are you an only child? Yes, I'm an only child. No, I'm not an only child. Call, num, dad. What do we call this? We call this an arm, or a handkerchief, a rag, etc. What do we call the people in France? We call the person in France French. What do we call the things we wear on our heads? We call the things we wear on our heads a hat. What, what do people generally call their mother and father? People generally call their mother and father mom and dad. One, the other. Are both my hands on the table? No, both your hands aren't on the table. One's on the table the the other
The
on
others.
your the the other on your arm.
Mhm.
Are both my hands closed? No, both your hands are closed. One
One's
closed
close.
and one's closed and the other's open.
Very good.
Are both these pencils red? No, both these pencils aren't red. One's red and the other's gray. Kind. But this, it's a book. What kind of book is this? It's an English book. What kind of room is this? It's a classroom. What kind of car do you prefer? I prefer
A
I prefer
sports
Suzuki.
Suzuki car. Very